Chapter 3, Hilchos Melachim, Halacha Aleph. Be'esh yeshev hamelech al kisei malchusoi kosev v'sefer Torah la'atzmoi yeser al hasefer she'inicha lo avoso u'magiei sefer avoso she'niach lo avoso. Besides, for the king having a sefer Torah like for himself, as the other people have given to him, he needs to have an additional one for himself. Umagia b'sefer hazor al pi bezin shashivu ve'echad im lo yinicha lo avoso v'shenevad kosev shnei sefer Torah echad manicha b'beis ginazov shu mitzvah boy kol echad Yisrael v'asheni lo yazuz l'ofonav el be'esh yikanis v'zakisei ve'beis hamechas ve'makim she'ein roi l'kriya. The second sefer Torah that he has needs to be in front of it the entire time, walking in front of him, being in front of him, unless he's going to a place which is not allowed to have a sefer Torah there. Yetzel Amachama, if he goes out to war, V'hu Imoy, it is with him. Nichnas, he goes in, V'hu Imoy Yeshev Adin, V'hu Imoy Mesev, V'hu Kinegdoi, Shenemar, V'hoise Imoy V'karaboy Koyam, that it is next to him, with him, and he reads it his entire days, referring to that he must have the sefer Torah with him the entire time. Halacha Beis, V'yarbe, V'ynoshim, V'yashmo Wamdu, Shehu Hakech, Ad Shmayna Esrei Noshim, Bein Ha'anoshim, U'prilakshim, Akol Shmayna Esrei. The king, as we explained earlier, cannot have a lot of wives. The minimum that he can have is 18, whether it's actual wives or other women that he has, that he likes. If he added an additional one and had relations, he gets lashes, regardless, and he's permitted to divorce one and afterwards marry another one. Halacha Gimel, you cannot add in the many horses, until like what he needs for war. He is not allowed to have a horse, an added horse, in front of him, that should be driving always in front of him, not to be like the other kings, and if he adds that, he will get lashes. Halacha David. He is not allowed to have extra money, gold and silver, to be put away in the treasury and to just enjoy with it for his servants and slaves. But if he's adding many gold and silver and money for the house of Hashem, for karbanis, etc., then actually the pasuk says that it is good for that he gets an additional mitzvah. It is only not allowed for him to have extra money for himself, but to have for Hashem, it is permitted. Halacha Hey, Hamelech Aser Lishlois Derech Shichel Shenemar Al Lamalachim Shu Yoyin Elo Ye Oiseh V'Torah V'Tzarketz Yisrael V'Yem V'Lai V'Shner V'Hoisa Imoy V'Kara Boy Kol Yimei Chayav. A king is not allowed to drink a lot, that he should become drunk, shikar, because he needs to go and learn Torah and to do mitzvahs and to be there for the nation the entire time, like it says in the verse. Halacha Vav V'chein similarly V'Yeh Shatuf B'Noshtim Afilu V'Hoisa V'Ela Achad. And the fact that he is allowed to have many wives, it is permitted only up to the number of 18. And even though all his wives, he shouldn't be engrossed and shouldn't get too involved with them. The fact that the king is a part of the nation, he's the head of the nation, he is not allowed to go and be very much involved with his wives. Halacha Zayin, Karbanai already explained, Shamalchem is David. Don and Oisoy Meidin Lehen. Our Malche Yisrael goes to Chachamish, Vayadin, Vaydon Oisay, Vaymade, Vaymeidin Allah, Nation, Lium Gasman, Yavim and Hadavar Takawa, Behefsed Aladas. It is permitted to take the king from the descendants of David, to be judged or to get judged or for to testify in him. But the Malchi Yisrael, meaning not coming from the descendants of David, it is not allowed for the fact that they will not listen. Halacha Ches, Kol HaMoeded B'Melech Yisrael, Yesh LaMelech L'Shos U'Hargei Afilu Gaza U'Echad Mish'ar Ha'am, Sheyevech U'Makim Poni V'Lo Ha'Yach Yishav Yatsa Mibeis Yatsa Chaya Misa. Anyone which goes against the words of the king, whether the king said a public thing or he told one person, do not leave your house, and he left, or do not go somewhere, or go somewhere and he didn't go, he gets a punishment of death. If he wants to kill him, for anyone which goes against your words, you are allowed to kill him. Similarly, the king, anyone which goes against the king and like mocks him and says stupid things about him, also gets the punishment of death, and the punishment of death is only by sword. Halacha tes amavata gzeres hamel b'shvil shenisasik b'mitzvahs afilu b'mitzvah kawa. Hani is a part of divrei rav and divrei evet. Divrei rav koyim b'mitzvah koyim and gazar hamel chavata mitzvah she'ein shemim loy. If the king told you to do something, and there's a mitzvah which had to be done at that moment, at the same time you do the mitzvah and you do not do what the king told you, because listening to the master is more important than listening to the servant. And for sure, if the king tells you to go something against Torah, you do not listen to him. Halach Kol Yud, the last halacha for today. Kol Haydei Nefadah Shloi B'Riyah B'Rura Oy B'Loi Hasra Afiu B'Eid Echad Esoyne Shahadak B'Shgaga. If someone unfortunately has killed his friend by mistake and no one has saw, not by mistake, he killed him on purpose, but no one saw, or he did not have any warnings for it, even if only one witness that testified, or someone that he hated, the king is allowed to kill that person to fix up the world for the time being, for what's needed. For the fact that the king is allowed to kill even more than one person for the day, to go and help the nation and to make judgment and order. May we merit to have Mashiach now.